Well, initially I worked for a staffing firm for 5 years. I loved my experience, I loved my career, and it just felt natural for me to start my own company. So at 28, I took the leap. I took my savings, my retirement account, and credit cards, and I opened up AdNet. And I would do it all over again. Initially, we started the company as an executive search firm, but it evolved into temporary staffing as a demand for what the clients wanted. Today, we are workforce solutions driven, which goes way beyond staffing. Well, we designed something called the P3 formula, which is now trademarked. It stands for people, process, and placement. You take really great people, you put a almost flawless process in. The placement happens organically. People that we place stay in their roles for a long time, so they become the decision makers. And that's when you really know you've made a very effective placement. What's interesting is now we have the internet. Companies can post to job boards, and where we used to do that years ago, the Monsters, the Craigslists, the Dice, the Career Builders, that was starting to replace who we were. We have the techniques to find the passive candidates. You have to have conversations with people, build trust, and the internet will never replace relationship building. We also stay in touch with people well after the placement to make sure that it's a good long-term fit for the client and for the candidate. So the process is really about an investment, and it's a very successful process that allows us to discover the best people to place them with the best organizations. You can't replace that. My leadership has definitely grown as I've grown. Just general life experiences can reshape how a person is. You take a lot of what you learned over a long career and you apply it. I'd say especially now that being LGBT owned is very much in the forefront, I feel such a greater sense of pride in the company and also my leadership now as an LGBT woman versus how I even did 10 years ago when you couldn't even talk about being LGBT owned. You just didn't talk about it. And now I have a lot of pride. You know, I am at business functions, and it's important to me to be able to introduce this as my wife. The term business is business, but what makes up business is people. It's those lives outside of 9 to 5 that really make the business experience richer. 25 years sometimes seems unfathomable to me because I feel like I'm 26. It's been an incredible journey. We've gone through 3 economic downturns. In the next 10 to 15 years, the fun part is we are now well balanced as a federal government contractor and a commercial sector provider. We will continue to be very workforce solutions driven. Our staff will continue to be strategists for our clients, coaches, bigger picture thinkers. That brings a lot more to the process and to our clients and to our candidates than what we did even 10 years ago. Oh, goodness gracious, you slept through the whole thing.